Well, friends, Sagendra Rana here. Good morning. So, topic of the day is IRCTC travel insurance policy. IRCTC travel insurance policy. Say, suppose you are traveling by train, gazing outside the windows as the scenic landscape whizzed by. Suddenly, your beautiful train of thoughts is interrupted by those thoughts on the tracks. And now, all you can think about is the recent railway accidents taking place around the country. So, a scary thought comes into your mind. What if somebody, or what if someday I meet such fate? But if there was a safety net in place that ensured your journey was as serene and peaceful as those landscape outside the window. So this is where IRCTC travel insurance policy enters the scene. Your travel buddy that makes in when things go haywire. So let us get into the specifics of the sum same and see how it can convert your travel experience from worrisome to secure. So what is the IRCTC travel insurance policy? The IRCTC travel insurance policy is an optional service provided to passengers who book e-ticket with a nominal fee. So the premium with effect from 17th February 2024 is 45 paisa per passenger, inclusive of all taxes. However, it is not compulsory to buy travel insurance with your tickets, but it does provide a sense of calm to the traveler. This policy provides support for several unfortunate events that may occur while traveling, thus offering monetary assistance during difficult times. So now let us move on to some of the basic eligibility and the criteria of the policy. So eligibility and applicability of this policy has been formulated for Indian citizens only who book their e-tickets through IRCTC and intend to travel on railways in India. So this optional insurance facility is permitted only for conditionally nominated reservation against cancellation or partly nominated tickets only at the time of booking. So the passengers will digitally get policy details via short messaging services and their email addresses will be submitted upon registration with the insurance companies. So this communication will comprise a link for nomination to fill in other details. Also, you can view the policy number from the ticket booking history page on the IRCTC website. As far as coverage detail is concerned, the coverage of the IRCTC travel insurance policy is for each passenger under the PNR in case of death, permanent total disablement, permanent partial disablement, hospital expenses for an injury, and transportation of the mortal remains after the rail accident or untoward incidents. The said travel insurance does not cover minors below 5 years of age who travel without a berth or seat. However, it is applicable to children aged 5 to 11 years, irrespective of whether the child has his or her own berth. So as far as claim and liability is concerned, when a passenger decides to be insured, any claim or compensation shall be made between the policyholder and the insurance company, thus making the process easy for the former. Extended coverage is also there, even if the passenger has to travel in a non-rail mode for the remaining distance due to the short termination of a train for any reason. Expenses of this part of the travel shall also be borne by the insurance company as per the passenger's insurance policy taken by him. So hospitalization expenses are also covered. Coverage for hospitalization expenses due to injury is an additional benefit beyond the coverage provided for death, permanent total disability or partial disability. because the scheme for the policy is kept consistent for all the classes and is done as follow. So for example, death rupees 10 lakh, permanent total disability rupees 10 lakh, permanent partial disability rupees 7 lakh 50,000, hospitalization expenses for injury rupees 2 lakh, and transportation of mortal remains 10,000. So any mishap that might occur does not always result in a single type of injury. Let us delve deeper to understand the various kinds of coverage provided by the terms of the policy. So in depth analysis of the coverage, we will find that in case of death, if during the course of the trouble the insured endures any bodily injury which might lead to death directly or independently of all the other reasons within 12 months from the date of the accident or untoward incident, 100% of the sum insured is payable. In case of permanent disability, similar to death coverage, if the accident which is directly or independently payable from all other reasons leads to permanent disability of the insured within a year from the date of the accident or untoward incident, so 100% of the sum insured is paid. Then the different disabilities considered are as follows. The disablement, permanent total disablement 100%, compensation is expressed as a percentage of the total sum insured. Permanent total disablement 100%, permanent and incurable insanity 100%, permanent total loss of two limbs 100%, permanent total loss of sight in both eyes 100%, permanent total loss of sight in one eye and one limb 100%, permanent total loss of speech 100%, complete removal of the lower jaw 100%, permanent total loss of mastication 100%, permanent total loss of the central nervous system or the thorax and all abdominal organs resulting in the complete inability to engage in any job and the inability to carry out daily activities essential to life without full-time assistance 100%. Then permanent total disablement not otherwise provided for under the above items inclusive up to the maximum of sum insured is 100%. That means permanent partial disability is different. The policy also provides compensation of up to 75% of the sum insured for those who suffer any permanent partial disability directly and independently caused by the accident within 12 months of its occurrence. So the compensation is paid as follow. Permanent total hearing in both ears 100%, permanent total loss of one limb 67%, permanent total loss of sight of one eye 67%, permanent total hearing in 1 year 20%, permanent total loss of the lens in one eye 33%, permanent total loss of use of four fingers and thumb of either hand 53%, permanent total loss of use of four fingers of either hand 27%, permanent total loss of use of one thumb on either hand 27%, permanent total loss of one finger of either hand 7%, permanent total loss of use of toes 20%, established non-union of fractured leg or kneecap 13%, shortening of leg by at least 5 cm 10%, any loss of the elbow, hip or knee 27%, any other permanent partial not included in the above items means percentage as assessed by the doctor. As far as hospitalization expenses for injury are concerned, hospital bills can more than often take a huge dip into your savings, making a dent that is not easily repairable. So the IRCTC travel insurance policy provides financial assistance up to 2 lakhs for hospitalization and medical treatment expenses for those who might sustain any injury during the trip. So the comprehensive coverage incurred for hospitalization treatment entails various expenses. So a hospital is an establishment that provides patient care and daycare treatment and is registered with the local authorities in case of any mishappening. Treatment can be provided by the nearby hospital, and with the written referral, specialized hospitals can also be considered. And then transportation of mortal remains. If the insured person meets their death solely and directly as a result of train accident and untoward incident as defined in section 123, read with section 124 and section 124A of the Railway Act 1989, during the trip, the insurance company will pay Rs 10,000 for the expenses incurred in transferring the mortal remains to the insured usual place of residence. This reimbursement does not need any documentary evidence. The insurance company's maximum liability, the amount recoverable from the insurance company in any one period of insurance shall not exceed the sum insured relevant to the insured. However, an amount pertaining to the conveyance of the insured's mortal remains and the medical charges, if applicable, will be additionally payable. So even though the policy offers a wide range of coverage under various terms, there is always room for exclusions. So exceptions to the IRCTC travel insurance policy. The following are the exceptions whereby the insurance company under the IRCTC travel insurance policy does not get under the obligation to compensate the insurance policy holder. These exceptions are crucial for understanding the limitations of the policy. Compensation limits in relation to the same accidents or period of disablement. The insurance company shall not pay compensation for more than one of the specified benefits. So any additional payment related to the insured after a claim as mentioned under in case of death has been accepted and is payable. However, if applicable, cost and transporting the deceased body and medical expenses will be covered separately. So the following are cause of death, injury or disablement which are not taken into consideration. Endangering or attempting suicide or engaging in purposeful self-inflicting of pain. Accidents happen while the client is in a state of intoxication caused by the use of such substances as alcohol, illegal drugs, etc. Occurrence arising out of the assured committing any act of wrongdoing in violation of the law. People are getting hurt due to accidents in railroad crossings. The policy excludes coverage for conditions resulting from mental disorders, disturbances of consciousness, stroke, seizures, or convulsions affecting the entire body, as well as health issues caused by the mental reaction to those conditions. It also does not cover damage resulting from medical treatments, radiation, infliction, or poisoning, except when these issues arises from an accident. So engagement in any form of physical activity, including adventure sport, is persistent. Diseases resulting from congenital disabilities, venereal diseases, sexually transmitted diseases, AIDS, insanity, and other related diseases. Any compensation for death or permanent disablement, however remotely connected with a birth or pregnancy or any sickness arising out of the same. Surgical or medical treatment if not needed on account of an accident or an unfortunate event. Loss of the bodily injury or permanent total disability as a direct consequence of or in any way of growing out of or arising from war or warlike operations, declared or undeclared civil war, revolution, insurrection or civil strife, civil emotions, mutinies, and any similar event, whether or not of any international character. Engagement in risky games or other related risky activities. So these are the exclusions of the policy. And then claim procedure and documentation is very simple. The event giving rise to any claim shall be notified to the nearest office or the insurer by the insured or the nominee or legal heir within 4 months from the date of the event leading to the claim. Such notice shall be followed by a detailed description in writing using the claim form along with the other details. So, in case of claims, certain documents are required which should be provided, then the claim will be settled. Now, securing travel insurance provides you with peace of mind you didn't know you needed. So, you can always prefer to select when you are e-booking a ticket. So traveling by train around India is an enthralling event with numerous beautiful scenery and hence an adventurous journey. Still, protecting yourself during the journey matters equally. Indeed, the IRCTC travel insurance policy serves as a safety net by covering unforeseeable happenings, hence allowing you to traverse without worrying about the railroad network. So you could have started your travel from noisy Mumbai to quiet Goa with no doubts in minds as to whether anything would happen, since you moved with this insurance scheme during your train travel. It is very easy to get this insurance policy. Very easy to get this insurance policy even today. So now IRCTC changes train travel insurance rules recently, and the premium is also going to be changed, because while booking tickets on the IRCTC site for your train journey, you will find an option on travel insurance where you can choose whether you want travel insurance or not. Since the cost is merely 68 paisa now, it is advisable to opt for it. You can insure your train journey for a premium of just 68 paisa if you book e-ticket through IRCTC insurance. The travel insurance provides a coverage of rupees 10 lakh for death and permanent total disability arising out of any train accident or other untoward incidents. For permanent partial disability, you get rupees 7.5 lakh, and the rupees 2 lakh coverage for hospitalization expenses for injury is over and above the death or disability coverage. So everybody is eligible, whoever is traveling through these trains. Thank you very much.